Today I am going to discuss regarding the external application. Treatment of diseases by internal medication is the specialty of homeopathy. Diseases manifest itself by signs and symptoms, which are the sole guide of our homeopathic method of treatment. No disease is external or local. The immaterial spirit-like vital force throws out the internal malady on external surface. The nature of external symptom indicates the nature of internal sickness. By removal of external affections, by external application from the disease is never cured. On the other hand, they may attack some vital organs of our body and as a result we lose the image of diseases. But for accidental cases, injuries, lacerations, burns, we need some local cleaning and dressing of the part according to need. Master Hahnemann gives some argument against the external application in Organon of Medicine in up to the 5th edition. In 5th edition Organon of Medicine. In section that is aphorism 196 to 203. But later on he saw the necessity of external applications. While advocating the administration of medicine per mouth, he feels that oral route is not the only route for administration of homeopathy medicine to the patients. So he clearly explains in 6th edition of Organon of Medicine in aphorism 284 and in aphorism 285 about the use of external application. He said that curative remedies should be continued internally while the same remedy is used externally as an ointment, liniment, lotion, syringe, etc. In inverted and difficult cases of psychosis, when the psychosis remains along with the excrescences, thuja may be applied externally. This is the only condition when external application of medicine has been advocated by Hahnemann. If we see in the Organon of Medicine in the 5th edition, Organon of Medicine, we see Hahnemann's arguments against the external applications, that is, disadvantage of external application from section 196 to 203. In section 196 and 197, our master told, administration of truly homeopathic medicine both internally and externally simultaneously will be benefited. And in section 198, administration of suitable homeopathic medicine only externally. These are the benefit of our Hahnemann. In section 196 and 197 argued that in such topical lesions, so-called local diseases, local application of drug which is curable along with internal application may be more beneficial. The greatest advantage of this local application is that the local symptoms will disappear sooner than the internal symptoms. This was often thought that complete cure has been done. Due to this premature disappearance of the local symptoms, it is difficult and impossible to determine whether the internal disease has also been cured by internal medicine or not. This was the very much interesting things in homeopathy. This is not thing in other system of medicine. So homeopathy is so great that whether the internal medicine and external medicine is where should be applied. In 198, administration of suitable homeopathic medicine by only externally. Only topical application in these local diseases are also admissible because of the above reasons. Moreover, after removal of the local symptoms by a topical application, we will have to deal with less characteristic, less striking, and more fluctuating indistinct internal symptoms to select our remedy, which will no doubt be very difficult. Only external applications to local diseases of miasmatic origin. Removal of local affections by the two indefinite, incharacteristic, and inconstant symptoms are left behind. No clear picture of the case is available, difficult to individualize the case, and difficult to treat. In section 199, removal of local disease by surgery or corroding or drying agent before the selection of a homeopathic remedy is always harmful, because if we remove the external symptoms, then the clear picture of the disease will not get, and homeopathy medicine is not possible to select, and internal treatment had not been done, because we know that if the vital force is deranged due to the dynamic affections, the dynamic symptoms will externally and internally come. If we remove the external symptoms or signs by the application of the local things, then the clear picture of the medicine will not be get, and it would be harmful for the patient, because permanent cure will not take place. In section 200, the persistence of local affections during the internal treatment would have shown that the cure was not yet completed. It is removed by internal medicine. This would be convincing proof that the entire disease has been fully cured. Indispensable advantages, but we have to lose the advantage if we remove the local disease by external application. In section 201, local symptoms enlarged by vital force lessens internal diseases. It has been discussed in the section 201. And in 202, again it should be discussed to somewhat. The local affections, however, is never anything else than a part of general disease. If the internal disease continues gradually to increase, nature is constant to enlarge and aggravate the local symptoms always more and more, in order that it may still suffice as a suitable for the increased internal disease and may still keep it under. In section 202, when the local symptoms is destroyed by the topical application of external remedies, then the dormant internal malady is roused up, which had previously coexisted with the affections. In section 203, nature tries to protect more vital organ by throwing out everything on the less important organs and on the external surface, but the application of external medicines alters and reverses the mechanism. As a result, the more important vital organs are affected and damaged. Thus, it becomes the source of thousands of named and unnamed human chronic maladies. So, human chronic maladies is this. In section 203, in the footnote, external removal of internal administration of dissimilar medicine cannot cure but weakens the organism and serves to aid artificial chronic diseases. In 6th edition Organon of Medicine, when our master advocated regarding the external application in the aphorism 284 and 285. In 284, in 6th edition, absorption of the medicine. Besides the tongue, mouth and stomach, which most commonly absorbs the medicine, the nose and respiratory organs are respective of the action of medicine in fluid form by means of olfaction and inhalation through the mouth. But the whole remaining skin of the body clothed with epidermis is adapted to the action of medicinal solution, especially if the inaction is connected with simultaneous internal administration. In aphorism 285, the cure of very old diseases may be furthered by the physical application by externally in the back, arms, extremities by rubbing the same medicine he gives internally, and which showed itself curatively in doing so. He must avoid parts subject to pain or spasm or skin eruption. So we see that Hahnemann has mentioned where external application is applicable and internal application, but we should to do full cure, so it is very much essential to apply internal medicine, especially in case of the dynamic diseases, internal diseases. But where the external disease, external medicine also may be given if we follow these aphorisms clearly according to Organon of Medicine of the 5th edition and Organon of Medicine of the 6th edition. In 6th edition, that is aphorism 284 and aphorism 285, and in external regarding the in 5th edition of medicine, Organon of Medicine, Hahnemann will the disadvantage of the drugs. Aphorisms should be followed properly. And what are the external things we should think about it? Liquid vehicles used for external application is purified water and glycerin, olive oil, almond oil, rosemary oil, sesame and tea oils. These are the external applications. Vaselines, in case of Vaseline, there is soft paraffin, yellow soft paraffin and white soft paraffin. Waxes are also applicable outside the body in external application. Yellow bee wax and white bee wax is pharmacity, lanolin. These are the things are applied externally. And prepared lard, isinglass, soap. In case of soap, there is soft soap, hard soap and card soap. And starches are also used in external application. And external applications, glycerols, ointments, liniments, apodildoc, lotions, aerates, politics, fomentations, and plasters are also applied externally. Oils, olbuchi, olive oil, arnica hair oil, mullein oil, and rosemary oil, and oil of wintergreens. Or injections are also applicable outside external, that is rectal, urethral, and vaginal, and surgical dressing. These are the external applications which may be done according to need of the situation of the cases. So this is about the external application. Please understand it and apply it in your practice, especially for the homeopaths, because homeopathy believe in the full cure, and if you are willing to do full cure, then you should have to consider these things. Thank you a lot.